So why do you think you want to go to BC?
Well, they're cool. I go to BC High, and if I go from BC High to BC, that'd be pretty cool. Go
Yeah.
Eagles.
Anything else in particular about the school that interests you, or?
It's People say it's cool. Um, yeah.
Okay. So why do you think you want to go to BC?
Well, if I get denied from BU, then maybe. BU is like my top choice, and you guys are like, I'll consider you afterwards. All right. I want to make my priorities very clear. You guys are like here, and everyone else is like up here in terms of how much I actually care.
Okay, so why are you even here today?
Back up, just in case. I'm a very cautious person. I'm good like that.
Okay.
Cautious and charismatic and smart, funny, whatnot. You'd be lucky to have me.
All right. Well, we'll take that into consideration when reviewing your application.
Thank you.
So what do you think you would like out of your college experience?
Well, I wanted to be able to get me a good job. I want to be able to move on and become a famous actor. You know, you'll see me on TVs, Broadway, whatnot, no big deal. Once I win my Tonys and, Oscars and whatnot, I may even mention you. Come on. That's, you want in on that. Come on.
That is pretty cool,
Yep.
and I would say I want in on that.
Of course. And, yeah, I mean, I'm really only going to college because my parents are making me.
A lot of people's parents do make them. This is true.
I know.
But I was wondering, I mean, as cool as it is that you want to be a famous actor, and I wish you all the best in that, I was also wondering about just your time while you're on campus. Is there any way that you want to get involved in the school?
Parties. Want to throw some ragers. Oh, those are going to be fun. But don't worry. No alcohol.
Okay, I see. Is that all you want to do?
Yeah.
So why Northeastern? Why do you want to come here?
Well, it's right in the city of Boston, which I love. I absolutely love just being a part of the city of Boston. I've been to the campus twice now, and it felt like a home to me. But not only that, when I was there and when they were talking about the programs, I was so fascinated. The co-op program, which I've heard so much about, not only from people that have gone there, like my parents, but also just people outside the school, it seems so fascinating, and like it could really help me grow. And it could help me become the person, or it could help me become the type of student that I want to be involved in the world.
Great, awesome. So what would you say are your greatest strengths, or what maybe sets you apart from your peers?
Well, one thing about me is that I'm actually really persistent. Truth be told, earlier this quarter, I had a lot going on with my life, a bunch of personal issues and whatnot, and it kind of affected my grades just a bit. In one class, I was even failing. However, towards the end, or later half of that quarter, I actually turned that grade into a B, from an F to a B. So I was able to get that up just through persistence, because it really kind of pushed me to, get my life together and start focusing on the things that I needed to focus on. But the second thing, outside of the classroom, that I find that shows a lot of my persistence is, well, one thing about me is I'm an actor. And so one time I was doing this character, John Allen, and my best friend PJ, who was assistant directing that play, went up to me in front of the entire cast and told me how bad my John Allen was. It told me how bad my character was. It was embarrassing. It did make me want to quit for a split second. But instead I went home and I worked on it, and I did hours and hours of work for the next week or so, and I actually went on to win a bunch of awards for the character. So, I mean, it went from, bad, but I put in a lot the work to make it good.
Wow, that's great. Clearly, your hard work really paid off there. So, kind of going on to the flip side, the other side of the coin, what would you say are some challenges that you faced, or maybe some weaknesses that you have?
Well, one weakness I have is that I often procrastinate. It's time management can be a bit of a difficult thing when it comes to me. However, I have been working on it. I have been working on it with guidance counselors and therapists, trying to make sure that I get those things, get the things that are out of hand, and I get them in check, and start to make sure that they're not so much of an issue when I move on to college.
Great. Do you have like a system in place that you have?
I'm starting to set up a schedule of what to do when. Time, like I'm writing down my time management, writing down the schedule and when I need to do things when.
Awesome. Great.